Good morning. It is 6:42 a.m. on Wednesday, July 18th, 2018. I am Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Last night I watched a bunch of Venture Brothers season 4 as I continue my project of rewatching the entire series of the show before the new season starts, and I think I underestimated how much time it would actually take to do that. Uh, Not that I regret my decision, because I'm actually thinking that I'm really glad that I decided to do it, but it's also, I guess, just sort of realizing that I do actually have to devote significant time to it. Um, I think the week after week part is where I had a bit of a failure of imagination there, but rediscovering that series has been a joy. Just kind of uh, rediscovering that whole sort of sequence of events and everything, and remembering all these little pieces that are familiar once I'm reminded, but I had forgotten about. It's good stuff. Good stuff. That's a great show, and I think part of what makes it interesting in this regard too is just that that show, more than most, is so separated from each season. There's like a 2 to 3 year gap between almost every season, so it's this long arc of time as it goes back. Gosh, I'm got a little throat thing today. um, I also had the opportunity yesterday to just think a little bit about, uh, you know, some highlights of the various D&D campaigns I've run so far, um, and I think that's a fun thing to think about. But like the Venture Brothers rewatch, it's just so much material. When you look back at it, it's just hours and hours, and finding the right spots in there, and it's like, wow, it's just it's kind of a neat sense of accomplishment looking back, because you're not always aware of it over at the time, but then when you just look back and start thinking about it, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that part when that happened, and like we haven't thought about that in a long time, but just these details that come back. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Memories, like the corners of my mind. Um, what was I gonna say? uh, I'm excited to, continue the campaign. We should be continuing the main campaign today after a couple of weeks of one shots. Hopefully that's, gonna go according to plan, and just plugging on through. Um, yeah, definitely trying to keep my mind off politics a little bit, because that's obviously all awful. But yeah, so that's going on too. Hard to not at least be peripherally aware of all that stuff. But it's, I'm getting close to being finished with part of a project that I've been working on for the day job for a long time, and shifting to some other priorities at work, and it's it's weird. It's a weird feeling, and I think that there's still a little bit of anxiety hung up on just getting the last few pieces over the finish line. But especially the last week and a half have been pretty busy and intense as far as those projects go. And so switching back to something that with a more normal, quality to it, uh, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Looking forward to feeling like I have time to take a vacation. Um, I haven't been back to Colorado to see my family actually since Thanksgiving. for a variety of reasons. I mean, there was a couple of other trips that had been going to happen and then were, uh, canceled for a variety of reasons. Um, but yeah, I kind of just feel in a way a little bit like I'm on the verge of sort of taking a new step into like a new phase. Like I don't want to be over dramatic about it, but like is like chapter breaks. You know what I mean? That's it feels a little bit like that right now. As I'm getting close to the end of this chapter, and then there's lots more chapters to come. But I'm just gonna be in the next one. I don't know. It just feels vaguely like that. Anyway, I will go ahead and leave it there, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. If I can stop the video. Yeah, there we go.